All right. Happy Monday, everybody. Yeah, it's Monday. I survived Monday. I hope most of you survived Monday. And if you guys are still dealing with Monday, then more power to you. It is April 25th, 2022. When you're hearing this, it's 7:20 p.m. in G-Town, Colorado, Greeley. So yeah, how's everybody doing? Everybody had a good weekend? I no, it was alright weekend for me. Nothing special. But I'll tell you what though, none of my other joints snapped. That is a huge goal in my book. I'll gladly take that. Yeah, so it was pretty laid back. Saturday I learned that peanut butter does not go well with this no sugar slash low sugar, reduced carbs, low no cholesterol diet, blah blah blah. So my stomach wasn't really happy. So no more peanut butter on this diet. So that's all right, but that's okay. You live, you learn. Let's see. Sunday, I tell you what, I had fun. Actually, you know what? Saturday night. I'll talk about this when we give Mr. Royce a shout out. But yeah, he streamed the Alice Cooper concert live that he attended to, and woo! I'll get to that in a minute, Royce. Just hold up there, buddy. And then what? Sunday was a good day. I did a lot of light housework because I'm only allowed to do light housework with my arm in the sling. So, and that's okay. Excuse me. It's better than nothing. And I see now. See what? And today, Monday, I think the only exciting thing happened was the fact that my sister was so nice to make me dinner. That fits my diet, and I'll tell you guys what. Holy cow! You legitimately try this recipe. You get your basic frying pan out. Okay. Then you get olive oil, egg whites, uh, green peppers, and potatoes. And what you do with the potatoes, you just cut them into wedges. And then you just throw everything in that pan, cook it up. Oh, I tell you what, I have enough left over for tomorrow for breakfast, so I'm down. As long as I have coffee with that, I'm good to go. But I tell you what, maybe that actually sounds pretty good on toast too. The skillet thing, so I'm gonna do that too. But anyway, I'm full and I'm happy, so we're good. We're rolling. We're rolling. See, I don't have a whole lot of concert news or music news at the moment. It's just beginning of the week, Give it time. You know what? Next episode is what, Friday, so I can pretty much assure you guys stuff will be happening by then. Let's see here. No, I'm not gonna bring this up only because I'm a journalist in my own right, and this is all I have to say about this trial. My siblings, I'm single to seven. Okay, so my younger siblings, they were talking about the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial, and mind you, Johnny Depp belongs on this podcast because he is a musician. He is in his own right. So, and he's really good at it too. I mean, have you seen with Hollywood Vampires? My goodness, righteous stuff, people, righteous stuff. Depp, Alice Cooper, and Joe Perry from Aerosmith together. Oh, just beautiful. I have the first Hollywood Vampire record on vinyl. I need to get the second one. I just haven't done it yet. But that's okay. I have a lot of albums I would like to get on vinyl. I just haven't gotten to yet. Put on my shelf. But anyway, so this is what I'm gonna bring it up about. Okay. Here's the thing. What Johnny Depp is doing with his humor, using his humor to, kind of, drive, Heard's lawyers crazy. It's brilliant. I cannot tell you for the past, I don't know, 4 days, I was watching a clip of Depp, using his humor while on the stand, and I'm just in stitches. I'm just like, oh my goodness. I'm like, oh yeah, just keep using that humor, Depp. Just go. Be truthful, but yes, keep using that humor. I know what you're doing. Go. I'm a fan of that. Go. And so it was funny. I think the one that caught me was where the lawyer asked me, you had a mega pint of wine, right? And Johnny Depp is just sitting there, and he just starts chuckling, laughing, going, mega pint. Like, I think the lawyer was exaggerating on that, but of course I'm like, wait, there's mega pint of wine? Why did I didn't? How come I didn't know about this? I would have had like Mega Pine wine, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. Or last week for that matter. but in all seriousness, I really hope Depp wins, and yeah, also, I just really want people to understand too, especially people who are choosing sides. But there's something that people are kind of missing here, or just forgetting. They're forgetting the fact that both Heard and Depp are human. They both did things that were not honorable, that was absolutely disgusting on Heard's part, which I don't know. We all know what we're talking about. I'm not gonna say it. And Depp, I think with some text messages he could have maybe not even have written those text messages. But my moral point is we're all human. We all make mistakes. We all fall down. We all have our demons. We all are not perfect. We all do things that we're not proud of. So people who are really digging into this trial, keep in mind they're just human. You can hate her all you want. You can praise Johnny Depp all you want. I don't care. I'm not in charge of your feelings, or your opinions. But all I'm saying is we're all human. Okay? No one's perfect. Oh geez, I'm not perfect. You should see my track record. Just ask my parents, they'll tell you. But then again, no, stay away from that. You don't want to know. Really, you really do not want to know. You'll thank me later for it. All right. And that's all I'm going to say about that. That's it. And the end of discussion. Boom. Now, I know on Friday I was going to say, yeah, my sports podcast will be up and running. Man, nope. Didn't work out the way I wanted to. And that's okay. It happens for a reason. It's okay. So, my goal is to have another episode of Caitlin's Sports Corner up and loaded and ready to view on YouTube. I'm trying to think here. Tomorrow. Preferably the time that I'm doing this right now, recording this. So, we're on track. It's going to happen, people. Trust me. It's going to happen. And so, yeah. So, that's all. I think that's all I've got for you guys right now, believe it or not. Nothing's really popping in my mind at the moment. Oh, well, I guess I shall say that I am canceling my Orange Theory membership, which, by the way, they're being very nice. They're just saying just show up at our studio with a doctor's note, yada. So I'm like, easy peasy, and they won't charge me the $69. So yeah, I'm down. I'm game. So I'm gonna get that underway. But yeah, anyway, that's about it. Nothing really. It's just Monday. We all know how that feels. Let's go to the shout outs. Now we're gonna talk about Royce. Oh, I tell you what, last Sunday night, my goodness, that was a great episode. Royce did a great job with his guest, and both Royce and Lou were hilarious, and it was just spot on. It was fun. And then, yeah, I decided to go. If you watched it, then you pretty much figured out that, yeah, I went on camera. I have no regrets. It was fun. But I do apologize for laughing a little too loud. Lou had me in stitches last night. Just absolute stitches. It's just, oh, man. But he's awesome. Lou Mars is awesome. He's a cool guy. He really is. Cool person. Royce is a cool person. So anyway, check out his live show on YouTube called Royce in the House. It will be he goes live on every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. my time, 8:30 p.m. Central Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. He's fun. Now, we're going to talk about Alice Cooper here. Alice. We're going to talk about Alice. So Royce, I know I told you how I was singing along to School's Out. I'm proud to that, and how I was singing like the Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd, because Alice Cooper fits like another brick in the wall. School. See, there we go. But anyway, I just want to say that I was resting on my bed, and I had no intentions of singing. I was resting my shoulder, and next thing you know, Alice Cooper is playing School Out Forever. I'm like, yeah, I'm literally throwing up my right arm and just, like shooting my fist up in the air, going, out completely, no more pants. I'm literally starting to chant like, no more books, no more teachers, stupid dirty lies. Woo! I'm doing it quietly, but you get the picture. But it kind of just, while I was doing that, it just reminded me how universal music really is, because it could really, music, other than animals, okay? I mean, animals play a big factor too, but music, God, animals, and music, are just essential to my life. And music, particularly, is universal. And did music have me singing my little lungs off. Oh my goodness. No, I have no regrets. Too bad, because I have to wait till October to see Alice at Budweiser Event Center in Loveland. That's a shame, though. I have to wait till it's April. So May, June, July, August, September, October. Yeah, I have to wait 6 months. That's okay. I can do it. That means 6 months will give me enough time to practice my Frankenstein walk. I loved seeing Alice on that stage, doing the Frankenstein walk, Royce. That was just awesome. But anyway, people, check out Royce on the House on YouTube. He's fun. He's funny. There's still some new people in the chat. I believe Sunday night. Yeah, so that was cool. Last night. Yeah, so that was nice. And yeah, that was pretty cool. But we're all civil. And if you see any, like, I don't know, bickering back and forth, it's a sibling thing. It's a sibling fire, so don't worry. It's friendly fire, it's a sibling thing, but we're not really siblings, but you know what? We act like we are, so we'll just keep it at that. But anyway, check out Royce's channel. You won't be disappointed by any means. Keep it going, Royce. Step on the gas pedal, buddy. I'm right behind you. I'll be watching 100%. You know that. And then you have Dan Just the Facts on YouTube. Just the Facts. He's a very knowledgeable guy. He and Royce, they're filled with a lot of music knowledge, and they have their experiences with concerts and meeting people. So yeah, and Dan, I believe, has his bachelor's in was it video production. So it's fun to see his media work when he posts stuff up on his YouTube page. But go ahead and check out his YouTube page, Just the Facts. It's pretty cool. He has a cool oh shoot, I lost the word for it, but he posted it last week, but it was really cool. But anyway, just look it up. You'll know what I mean when you look it up. And then, of course, another shout out goes to my sister-in-law, Stephanie. She has a store called Luca and Lily Boutique on Facebook and TikTok. It's great. She's Easter sales went great, so I know she's gonna be busy with Mother's Day. So, and maybe possible some May birthdays too. So we'll see. But check out. I don't think she has anything new just yet, but it will happen. But I'll tell you what, though, I'm really excited for August, because Stephanie, my eldest brother Matthew, and their two beautiful kids, Luca and Lily, will be visiting us in August. So I'm looking forward to that. Hanging out with my beautiful nephew and niece. I can't wait. Seriously, I can't. They're very smart kids. Very smart. Smarter than I am, I'll give it that. It just shows you how old school I am these days. All right, so yeah, I was tonight's topic is going to be another discussion, and I do realize that this channel is about artists and bands whose music inspired others, but we're gonna add this into discussion. So and this discussion came about while I was watching the YouTube podcast show Pink Sock. Yes, Pink Sock. And the host, Mike Usnick, he is funny as heck. I love him. He's funny. And I'm one of the mods in the chat. And somebody brought this topic up, and I'm like, holy cow, I didn't even think about this topic. So this is what I'm touching on tonight for the next couple minutes. So here we go. So the topic that somebody put on the Pink Sock chat was grunge music killed hair metal or glam rock, whatever, / glam rock. Grunge music killed hair metal / glam rock. And I'm repeating this so you guys hear it twice. And no, I'm not kidding. And I found it very interesting, because when I think of like glam rock or slash hair metal, I think of like Cinderella and Motley Crue, Twisted Sister, uh, New York Dolls. Yeah, Kiss could be in that too. Yeah, I'll put Kiss in that one too. Kiss, Poison, many others that I can't think of right now, but you guys get my picture. And consider the fact that hair metal and glam rock were totally different music genres with a different taste, and they were doing great until grunge started kicking in. And grunge kind of took over. And there's nothing wrong with grunge. I like it. And, you have what Nirvana, um, Alice in Chains. Boy, just a lot. I'm trying to remember. Actually, I'm gonna look it up because I feel really bad that I'm grunge bands. Here we go. Sorry, y'all. Here we go. Right, you got Nirvana, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, Temple Dog, Mudhoney, Green River, Screaming Trees, LZ, Stone Temple Pilots, which, by the way, I have no idea how my our Stampede even knew who Stone Temple Pilots were. Mother Love Bone, Melvin's Tad, Massey's and Hole, Skin Yard, the Smashing Pumpkins. I like Smashing Pumpkins back in the day. Candlebox, Bush, Foo Fighters, yeah, Silverchair. Yeah, so those are all about grunge. And so when the grunge first kicked in, people are just saying that, yeah, I really stopped the progression of hair metal slash glam rock. And I'm like, this is interesting. So obviously right in front of me, the purpose for, let's take a look. I'm gonna be a little preacher here. Somebody, people keep telling me, Caitlin, you should be a music history teacher. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely not. It's not my thing, but I do like talking about it. So I'm sorry, I'm trying here. Oh, hang on. Okay. So with glam rock, emerged from the English psychedelic and art rock scenes of the late 1960s and can be seen as both an extension of and the reaction against those trends. Its origins are associated with Mark Bolan, who renamed the acoustic duo T-Rex and taken up the electricity instruments by the 1960s. So that's just a little bit behind, the glam rock slash hair band. And then you go to grunge. Grunge also incorporates influences from indie rock bands such as Sonic Youth. Lyrics are typically filled with introspective, often address themes such as social annihilation, self-doubt, abuse, neglect, betrayal, social and emotional isolation, psychological trauma, and desire for freedom. Okay, so I'm kind of giving you guys a little info here before we dig it down here. So what's the purpose of glam rock? So self-glorifying and descended, glam rock positioned itself as a black backlash against the rock mainstream of the late 1960s, or like it's like a society in rock culture. It's like their own society with rock culture. Glam rockers were a critic. Robert Palmer put it, rebelling against the rebellion. At glam's core, musically was a heavy guitar sound shaped by hard rock. Whereas, you have like for grunge, with grunge, like there are several distinct characteristics defined grunge music, including guitar sludge, where heavy distortion and thunderous power chord riffs defined the electric guitar component of grunge, which was described as dirty or sludgy. So there you go. So there's a lot of difference, in some ways too. I feel like with, like hair metal slash glam rock, I feel like, I don't know, it's almost feel like they're almost the same just about, it's like they're kind of just going against a trend, going against anything that really spark a moment or inspire people to make a change. Whereas, grunge will, I guess, I'm trying to articulate people, it's easy for me at least, but for me, I think grunge was like a little bit more of a personal thing because there are people who relate themselves with the top bands because of how the lyrics can relate to them from whatever they're going through in life. I mean, glam rock does that too, but I think it kind of pushes more into like a social thing, like a social trend. Saying, "Oh, we're against this. Let's create a song with this. We're gonna sing it." Kind of like Twisted Sister. We're not gonna take it. That says something. What's to say about? I don't know, but to me, we're not gonna take it. To me, it sounds like an anthem of just not putting up with the negativity you have going on and just really just demanding for a change. And that's what like glam rock is, just kind of like demanding for a change. Whereas grunge, people are demanding for freedom or release or just a release from whatever struggles, you name it. Yeah, the reason I'm talking about this too is because if you really look into the different music genres, it's amazing. It really is. It's really amazing what you can find, what how bands artists find certain ways to inspire people based on I don't know like movements or life struggles with drugs or alcohol. So it's really interesting, I think. Well, that's just me. But yeah, of course, I feel like I'm a teacher. Of course, I'm stuttering because I know a lot of you are listening. So forgive me on that. So with grunge music, I think. So what I didn't know was that grunge music was influenced by punk rock. I love punk music. Punk music is where it's at. And speaking of punk, Friday night I will be talking about a punk band, so be on standby for that one. But yeah, grunge music was inspired by punk rock, by the hardcore punk inheritors of its do-it-yourself ethics, such as Husker Du. By around of 1970s, heavy metal bands such as Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, and AC/DC, grunge came to fruition. Something I don't know. Sorry, people on Seattle's independent sub pop record label as Mudhoney, Nirvana, Screaming Trees, and Soundgarden. So that's cool. So, it's kind of interesting. I think in some ways, I'm a male music album reviewer. I am in my own right. I am a music critic, and it's kind of interesting with bands these days because I've heard what punk metal, and punk metal is fun. That's where it's at. It reminds me like punk metal reminds me of the Misfits or something like that. And then but within the grunge, and there's still some really good grunge bands out there. For you guys really want to look it up, just look up today's new grunge bands. They're out there. I just can't name all of them at the moment, but they're really good. Sometimes I do get asked to review a grunge music album or so, and they're pretty good. And what I've come to find with like the music genre of grunge music is the fact that there is a little bit of metal in there. I think a prime example would be Teen Spirit by Nirvana. I'm serious. I mean, just the chord, the the opening chord to the song, dun, 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 dun. Yeah, and that riff that Cobain is playing on. I mean, it's just it has that metal edge. It has that thing that just screams metal, and that's what I like about Teen Spirit, because I could feel that metal edge. It's great. It's a headbanger. People headbang to the music. People air guitar to the music. People sing the lyrics because they can relate to the song. And kudos to the late Kurt Cobain. I mean, man, what a songwriter. I mean, really, just wow. And they also, in some ways too, I think glam rock also had their slash hair metal for that. Actually, yeah, I don't know if there was a thing called hair metal. I think it was more glam rock if you really think about it. And so when I think of glam rock, I think of Motley Crue, especially in the early days, and they definitely did bring some sound of metal music to their songs. They did, absolutely. I think oh shoot, what song was it? Shout to the Devil. Dr. Feelgood does have that metal kick, especially with that big vibration from the lead guitar. You can't beat that. I remember seeing Motley Crue opening up for Kids back in the heyday, which I can't remember. I've lost track on the dates because it's math, it's numbers, and that's not my thing. But yeah, I remember feeling the dun 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 from Dr. Feelgood, and I'm like, my veins were just shaking. I'm like, it's thunder. I mean, AC/DC, Thunderstruck. That's a little bit metal in it too. And I'm getting carried away, but it's true, judging by everything I'm looking at right now. And so it's just really interesting. So when I saw the Pink Sock podcast this morning, when I saw that grunge music killed hair metal or / glam rock, I'm like, I don't think, in my opinion, just thinking about it, and I thought about this really hard, long and hard, and what I came up with was no. Well, I think it kind of quite okay. Let me explain this. Why I said no, because it's like something new. When there's like a better genre out there, a certain other musical genre will go quiet, but it's still there. Dude. Gosh, I don't know how to explain this, but I don't think so. I think grunge kind of just, I don't know. My answer's complicated. I just think grunge in itself is a total different music genre, and it's brilliant because a lot of great bands really helped revolutionize what grunge music is, like Pearl Jam and so forth. And man, I don't think grunge killed glam rock, but I do think that grunge really surprised a lot of people. Partially because by the time that what shoot, it's on the tip of my tongue. I don't like this. Sorry people, it's Monday. Bear with me. Especially when people, I guess during that time of period, are going through stresses of life, and they hear like again like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. I think it just surprised a lot of people. I think the reason why a lot of people were surprised was partially because it's because of how people can actually relate to that kind of music. It's angry, you got that energetic drum beats, thunderous drum beats, you got that sizzling guitar playing, you got killer vocals, and and powerful lyrics. Oh my goodness! And I really think what brings out why people really like grunge. Maybe that's just my opinion. Correct me if I'm wrong. I guess I'd like to hear your opinion on this, Royce. Please put it in the comment section. Let me know what you think. But I think grunge music made more of a wave than killing a different music genre. And so, this actually goes back to a last year's article from iHeart.com where iHeart did an interview with Dee Snider for Twisted Sister. And it's really funny. I still haven't even seen Twisted Sister show. But and there's a band that Dee Snider mentioned called Nevermind. And this band was like in the early 90s, and they've been accredited as become one of the biggest influencers for grunge. And what I really like was how Dee Snider talked about glam rock and versus grunge, and I quote. So he was asked about these guys are just music. I'm sorry, it's just a lot. I lost my point. So I now quote, it had gotten so watered down and so cooperative, so predictable. Snider laminated. Bands were being assembled for their look. Like Whitesnake. The band in the video for Still in the Night was physically assembled for being pretty. The hair bands were pretty, but also faceless. They had no point of view musically or otherwise. It got to the point where you get the right producer and the right songwriter. You get the right costume designer, and do the video, and you've got a multi-platinum act. Yay! Then all of a sudden, it is unplugged. And we're not even electric anymore. We're singing folk songs. Well, now you deserve to be knocked off your pedestal. And of course, the article kind of mentions something really cool about like the early bands in grunge, which I'll share right now. And I quote, when that Nirvana album arrived, that first Soundgarden, the first Pearl Jam album, Alice in Chains, I was like, that is awesome. This is heavy. Snyder recalled. People forget that that first Pearl Jam album was pretty heavy. To me, it was metal. I didn't see what was not metal about it. But when it started to become this thing, when they said it wasn't metal, it was this new thing. And suddenly it became what was killing other bands. But I thought it was great when it first came out. So yeah, I agree. Pearl Jam's first album, yeah, that was a heavy record. And I can actually see like Dee Snider's point of view with that. It does sound like more like metal than grunge for sure. And I really think it just really captured a lot of people by surprise. I don't think people were ready for kind of ways, Pearl Jam, Nirvana, Candlebox, just all those guys. You name it. You probably know more than I do, but yeah, I don't think people were aware of how powerful their music was going to be. But then again, I don't think even the bands even realized how powerful their music was going to be. So it was interesting, and in some ways, yes, it did. Grunge did shut down glam rock, but at the same time, I think a lot of fans. I mean, I've seen this before. A lot of fans, not all, not most, but a lot, actually appreciate grunge music because it kind of brought a different style, brought in a different taste. It brought in just a lot of great stuff. I mean, for sure, it was definitely how do I word this? I'm not even sure wording tonight, people. I am so sorry. Bear with me. It's just a hard thing for me to speak about, really. But it's amazing. And but I will say this though, with Dee Snider saying about like how glam rock, it's like how glam rock, like Whitesnake, etc., was fiscally assembled for being pretty. I disagree. I don't think. Okay, I get. Okay, I get the wardrobe. I get the makeup. I understand the hair. I get all that. Okay, but I think glam rock in its own right really brought a different generation of fans. I think it brought a different generation of music. And even maybe hair metal is a thing. Like Cinderella. I like the 80s band Cinderella. I love Cinderella. I think they're a great band. So it's just but I think, but in many ways, I don't think glam rock was that tough in songs, if you know what I mean. It's like not that tough. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, like, we're not gonna take it by Twisted Sister. Oh yeah. Or what's the other one? I can't remember the other one. Not good. I can't remember. But too many things running in my mind. But yeah, it's like I don't think they were strong enough. I think Twisted Sister. That's my chair, by the way. I think Twisted Sister made their points with their songs. I don't know if Quiet Riot would be glam, but I don't know. I think Quiet Riot was more metal. That's just me. But I think glam rock is nothing compared to grunge. I think glam rock has their own things of their own distinctive music. And there's a couple of glam rock songs that I do enjoy that I still listen to this day. And of course, my younger siblings going, "What on earth are you listening to? That is disgusting." I'm like, you just had to be there to see it. And that's all I'm gonna say. All I said was you just had to be there to see it. But yeah, I don't know. But in some ways, I think it kind of shook the whole glam rock. Grunge shook the whole glam rock thing and really shut people up with a new attitude, with all the deep voice, the rage. Oh man, the rage. Oh, Kurt Cobain's voice. Man, I tell you what, you can't. I don't think I could ever find it. I don't think there will ever be a great singer like Kurt Cobain. I do not. And Soundgarden. Let's not forget about Soundgarden and Alice in Chains. I mean, come on. Yeah, yes, okay, I changed my answer. Yes, it did. It did shut down glam rock, but at the same time, I think, in some ways, glam rock still survived. In some ways, I tend to think that glam rock is still alive, but it's just not as popular anymore as it used to be, which is understandable. I mean, but God bless YouTube and Spotify and all that jazz, and you can really turn back the heyday time. Oh my goodness, something just popped up onto my feed, guys. I'm gonna take a break. I'm sorry from this nonsense. It may sound like nonsense to you guys, but I don't know. But anyway, it just got announced that on May 26th, the day I get my shoulder looked at, Limp Bizkit will be at the Budweiser Event Center. Limp Bizkit. Wow. Man, feels so 90s just saying his name. I know he covered Behind Blue Eyes, no one knows what it's like to be the bad guy. Oh man, no, he was fun. So and now last year now back to this. Now last year somebody wrote an article on Loudwire, the website, about what else killed hair metal or glam rock besides grunge. This is actually very interesting. Let's take a look. Let's take a little dive here. So of course, like Nirvana's Nevermind. That's the biggest, best release by him. From Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, Stone Temple Pilots, and many others. That there were other contributing factors. So here we go. So in reality, there was no greater enemy to the glam era than the very musicians who created the whole thing in the first place. With a scene built on excess in all forms and a reckless disregard for personal well-being, especially in the long term, reaching the burnout point was an inevitability. I'm sorry, guys. For those less fortunate, death called early in life, spending a grim warning to the rest of the scene. So pretty much what they're pointing out is that the biggest enemy of all glam rock are the ones that are hair metal, for that matter, the ones that started it. Which I don't know. I think is interesting. I think that's really interesting to think about, because that saying, sometimes we're our own worst enemies. That could very well be the case. But the article also states that grunge takes all the blame or credit, depending on who you talk to, for the downfall of hair metal as the 90s arrived. Yes, it did signify the end of an era, like all upcoming musical trends in history. But let's not pretend like hair metal was the trending toward near its own self-inflicted extinction anyway. My goodness, somebody's really honest. Like, whew. So I guess in some ways too, and I guess what he's pointing out in a very honest way is the fact that the hair metal / glam rock kind of just fade away on its own. And in music, that's the case. It really is. Things will fade, trends will fade. Punk is still there, but it isn't as good as it once was. So that's kind of fading, unfortunately, which I can't wait to talk about Friday night. Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna be it's gonna be better than this. I'll give you that. But yeah, it's just we are our own worst enemies. I think that I have to give a lot of credit to all the bands and artists who were part of that era of the glam rock, era, or the hair metal era, because they really brought in a different generation of music. But But the sad thing was that it wasn't meant to be to last forever. And primary French people, that kind of sucks. It really does. But for me, I'm thankful to still have access to those songs because those songs are just ridiculous. Now, on this website on Loudwire, they have the top 30 hair metal albums. So, and I actually have, okay, so here we go. You know what? I'm going to screen share it. You guys can watch it with me, right? Here we go. And we're rolling. And boop. All right. Top 30 hair metal albums. Scroll through the gallery to see our picks for the top 30 hair metal albums of all time. All right, here we go. Number 30 is White Lion Pride, and by the way, I do have a copy of this. I just do not know if it's original pressing or not, but I do have a copy of this on vinyl. I found it at a thrift store out of all places. White Lion's name is so dearly entwined with the two Pride power ballads, Wait and When the Children Cry, that the rest of the album is overlooked. Well, it's getting its due credit here, especially with the way Vito Bratta adds a layer of glitter to the razor edge of this brawny riffing. Beats me. The guitar slide. Okay, you get guitar slime. 29, Faster Pussycat, 1987. I don't think I've even heard of this band. Interesting. Then we've got 28. I'm not gonna go. We're just gonna go past this. Number 28, YNT, Main Street, 1983. That's a nice album cover. I have to look that one up. Oh, there we go. We all know this one. Badlands, 1989. And that guy right there, that is your current Kiss drummer, Eric Singer. And which, by the way, this Badlands album is really good. Just saying. And then down to 26, Stick It To Ya, Slaughter. And this is also a really good album. I like Slaughter. I'll give it that. And Mark Slaughter is really awesome, by the way. Very nice guy. Then 25, you go down to Razormaid, First Cut, 1987. No, I don't know about that one. A lot of us will know this one. Poison, Open Up and Say, ah. 1988, that is a great record. I'll give it that. That's a good record. Then you go down to here, you got Enough is Enough, Strength, 1991. I have no idea. Nope. Steel Panther, that's a good one. Feel the Steel, 2009. There we go. There they are. Twisted Sister, Under the Blade, 1982. Oh, that's a great one. David Lee Roth, Eat 'Em and Smile, 1986. I didn't even know I guess he is hair metal. I should say what I think about. Great White, Twice Shy, 1989. Warrant, Dirty Rotten, Filthy, Stickin' Rich, 1989. I like Warren. There's a couple of Warren songs I do like. Kicks, Blow My Fuse, 1988. It's pretty decent. I'm okay for that. Tesla, Mechanical Resonance, 1986. Winger, 1988. Winger's okay. You got Dokken, Tail Nooth, Tooth and Nail. Tooth and Nail, 1984. Dokken's pretty good. I like Dokken. They're pretty good. There we go. Now we're talking. Motley Crue, Dr. Feel Good, Makes Me Alright, 1989. That is actually a really good record. White Snake, 1987. There we go. That's what I'm talking about right here. This record right here. Quiet Riot, Mental Health. Whoa. That's a great record. Oh, I don't know how you could beat him. You got Poison. Look with the Cat Dragon in 1986. This is a good one. Def Leppard, Pyromania, 1983. Yes, I love that record. That's a great record. Very good. Very nice. You have Wasp, 1984. Pretty good piece. Now we're talking. Cinderella Night Songs, 1986. I love this band. I love them. Oh, just do great work. Stupendous stuff. Just, Twisted Sister, Stay Hungry, 1984. That's the song I was thinking about. Stay hungry. That's right, people. Stay hungry. Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet, 1986. Okay. As a Bon Jovi fan, we all know I'm just going to bring this up. I'm going to bring this up at some point. At least some of you probably know. This album right here, Slippery When Wet, really skyrocketed the band's career. So my question for you guys, which album's better, Slippery When Wet or the sophomore album, New Jersey? Well, I'm going to say New Jersey. And that could be an entirely different new episode. So, podcast episode. I'll get to that. Skid Row, 1989. That's a good record. I do like Skid Row with Sebastian Bach. He's good. Rat, Out of the Cellar, 1984. Round and round, what goes around comes around. Def Leppard, Hysteria, 1987. That is also a great record. Hysteria when you near. Then Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil, 1983. No, a lot of people, Motley Crue really blew people's minds with this song. A lot of religious people got really angry at them. But then again, a lot of religious people got really angry at rock and roll. But now they love it. All I know is only rock and roll, but I like it. And we're going to stop sharing. Here we go. Boop. All right. Well, I think, you know what? I'm going to do something else now that's picked my head brain. Top grunge albums. Let's do that one. So anyway, what was your favorite on that list of the top hair metal / glam rock albums? What was your favorite? Let me know in the YouTube comments section. All right, let's see if we can get Loudwire rolling. Here we go. 30 best grunge albums of all time, people. Let's roll. Let's go. We're gonna share screen. Ready? And boop. All right. So here we go. We're scrolling, blah blah. All right, top 30 grunge albums of all time. Let's see what the number one is. I bet you Nirvana is really close to number one. I bet you it is. All right, first one is Babes in Toyland. Fontelli, 1992. I never heard of that band. Creepy picture. Very creepy. Very Alice Cooperly. All right, then you got what? Number 29 is Gun Truck Push. Never heard of that one. Nope. Empire and Smokey. We all know that she does this. So number 20 is Skin Yard, Yellow Ground, 1988. Nope. Nope. Interesting cover. There we go. Stone Temple, number 27, Stone Temple Pilots, Core, 1992. That's actually a pretty good album. I'll give them that one. That was actually one of their best ones, in my opinion. Truly Fast Stories from Kid Coma, 1995. Nope, never heard that one. Soundgarden, Down on the Upside, 1996. Yes. And that is actually a really good album. Well done. Well played. Green River, Rehab Doll, 1988. Nope. Let's see. Mudhoney, Every Good Boy Deserves Fudge, 1991. Oh, sorry. No, I have not. All right. Al, number 22. Alice in Chains. Alice in Chains, 1995. Yes. Great album. Fantastic. I do like that one. Then you got Tad. 8 Waste Santa, 1991. And nope, never heard of that one. Nope. Pearl Jam, Vitalogy, 1994. Yes. There's some great stuff on that. Beautiful stuff. Soundgarden, Louder Than Love, 1989. I don't think I have listened to that one. Got Mad Season Above, 1995. That's a cool album cover. That's cool. Melvins, Houdini, 1993. L7, Bricks Are Heavy, 1992. Parental Advisory. blah blah blah. Like I pay attention to those anymore these days. Then it's true. Then down to 15, Screaming Trees, Sweet Oblivion, 1992. You got Mud Honey, Super Fuzz, Big Muff, plus early singles, 1990, Mud Honey. Mud Honey. Then Mother Love Bone, Apple, 1990. I have not lived through this, 1994. Okay, my bad. Oh well. Nirvana, Bleach, 1989. Great record. Love, love, love. Then what? Number 10, Stone Temple Pilots, Purple, 1994. No. Temple of the Dog, 1991. I need to start looking some of these bands up. Alice in Chains, Facelift, 1990. I'm not familiar with that one. Soundgarden, Bad Motorfinger, 1991. Number 6, Nirvana, In Utero, 1993. That is a great record. Oh my goodness, especially this song right here, Heart-Shaped Box. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful, people. Number 5, Pearl Jam versus 1993. This Pearl Jam. Cool. Number 2, Soundgarden, Super Unknown, 1994. Not from that one. Now we're talking. Number 3, Pearl Jam 10, 1991. Yes, 100%, absolutely, positively. Yes, great record. Oh man, this was before I moved to here in G-Town, Greeley. We lived in San Diego. Yeah, my brother actually went to the nearest. My eldest brother, it was just my eldest brother Matthew and I at the time. And yeah, I remember my brother going to the nearest CD place to pick up the new Pearl Jam record, and I remember him blaring it from his room too. Great times. Of course, number 2, Nirvana, Nevermind, 1991. Yes, 100%, absolutely, great record. And then of course, number 1 will go to Alice in Chains, Dirt, 1992, and yes, especially this song, Godsmack and Junkhead. Oh my goodness. And there you go. I think it's pretty good. So I'm gonna stop sharing and boop. So what do you guys think? What on that top 30 grunge list? What was your favorite? So in case you guys are a little lost, my moral point is that I actually agree with the second Loudwire article. Glam rock just faded on its own. I actually agree with that now, just thinking about it. And I think grunge contributed for ending that glam rock hair metal, but at the same time, I think glam rock just faded, just like a lot of other musical trends. All right, and I'm gonna leave you guys right there. It's 8:12. Thank you so much for taking time for your night. Sorry, it was a little confusing tonight. My mind's everywhere. It's Monday. Of course, my mind's everywhere. Nothing new there. And so there's 2 things I want to bring up. One, Gary Allen's playing at Budweiser Event Center on Friday, and I really, 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 really want to go, but I don't think I will. So, but anyway, that's just me. And 2, I have a new idea for the show I want to share with you guys. Of course, we're going to talk about a punk band that really, shook people's lives with inspiration. But I was going to say that there's going to be a special in this episode where I'm going to pick a song with these lyrics and I'm going to kind of articulate them to what I think these lyrics are saying and how people can relate to them. And the reason I'm doing this is because I like it. It's fun. As a metal music album reviewer, I cannot tell you how fun it is to listen to music from these bands and artists. And there are plenty of metal bands out there. My goodness, just look them up. If you guys have any recommendations, just let me know in the comment section. I'll be more happy to help you. But anyway, I was just gonna say, I like to articulate the lyrics in my reviews. They're fun. It's fun. And so far, none of the bands that or artists have really gotten mad at me for doing that. So I figured, you know what? Let's do it on the show. So I'll pick a special time to do that here on the show, and we'll examine it together. And I'll tell you guys what my initial thoughts are, and so forth, and how people can relate to those lyrics. And then from you guys, I want to know what your interpretations of the lyrics are. Yeah, do something a little fun. Let's shake it up a little bit. So anyway, if you're a sports fan, tomorrow night, probably roughly around the same time I record tonight, a new episode of Caitlin's Sports Corner will be up. So check that out. A lot of football talk. Oh, I cannot wait. And yeah, but anyway, yeah. But in the meantime, I'll keep my eye on music stuff, and I'll catch you guys Friday. Bye.